Anything could happen to anybody at any given time. It doesn't have to be a hurricane. It could be a car accident. It could be an illness. So my topic today is, oh yeah, by the way, everybody will be wearing pink on Thursday morning on a call that show our support and standing in the gap for those who have had to deal with breast cancer. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's kind of built around my topic today. Who are you going to call? You know, when these things happen, you know, who do we call? But before I get into that, let me just kind of give you some statistics about breast cancer. From 2017 to 2021, 2 in 3 female with localized breast cancer. More than 4 million U.S. women dealing with invasive breast cancer, and 150,000 are living in stage 4 breast cancer. You know, so so we hear about it a lot, but you know what really is breast cancer, right? I mean, what is it? We hear it, but what is it? Really, it's just a group of diseases in which cells of a person's breast tissue change and divide uncontrolled. That's exactly what breast cancer is. So, you know, there are normally not any symptoms for breast cancer. That's why it's so important to do your screening. You know what I mean? So that you can detect everything early, so that we can take care of it early. So early detection is really the key. 1 in 8, which is 13%, dealing with invasive breast cancer. 1 in 39 die from it. But here's what I've learned. Regular exercise really lowers the risk by 10 to 20%. You know, so if you're exercising regularly, that doesn't guarantee you won't ever get it, but it lowers the risk of breast cancer. So we got to realize, you know, what we can do. And then I did some other research, and I'm going to talk about this next week, how it affects breast cancer with tobacco, radiation, alcohol consumption, and night shift work. And during your early adult stages, you know, how that affects the breast cancer. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, but next week. But the key question today is, who do you call? You know what I mean? After you go to your doctor, right? It's bad enough as it is. It can be very stressful on the person dealing with it and also the family members. But here at American Classic Agency, we gladly answer the phones because we have put thousands and thousands of people in a position that if it does happen, you don't have to go through it alone, number one. Your financial representative at American Classic Agency will be there with you every step of the way. As a matter of fact, our products have benefits called accelerated benefit riders, where if a person is diagnosed with cancer, they can accelerate that death benefit while they're still alive. Again, it's bad enough as it is, right? An emotional disaster does not have to be a financial disaster, you know, where you could access hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, so if you're going to deal with it anyway, the last thing we want to worry about and last thing you want to worry about is worried about finances as you're dealing with it. So if you don't have a program with one of our agents here at American Classic Agency, I strongly would recommend that you pick up the phone and give us a call at 301-794-4290. You don't have to deal with it alone. You know, especially, it doesn't have to be a financial burden. You may miss time off of work. You know, you may have to take time off with no pay. You know, we are the company that cares, so Felicia reminded me. And so we want to be there and let you know that that you can have access to hundreds of thousands of dollars through our terminal illness benefit on a few of our carriers. Not just one, but we have a few carriers that have those benefits, and they are included at no additional cost. But the key is you must get the program before the diagnosis. You know what I mean? You can't get it after your person is diagnosed. That's why it is so important. Hear me clearly. It is so important that we get our young people covered as soon as possible for as much as you possibly can afford. Because none of us have any guarantees that our children are going to grow up healthy. I don't have a guarantee that my children are going to grow up healthy. I pray that they do, you know what I mean? But I don't have a guarantee, and neither do you. So we want to make sure that we are prepared and we are protected in the event that these things happen. So, you know, so who do you call? After your doctor, you call your financial representative from American Classic Agency, and we can walk you through the claims process so that It might make a difference whether or not you could pay your mortgage. It might make a difference whether or not you could pay your car note or whatever the case is. It might make a difference of whether or not you can still put food on the table if you have to take off work and you don't have income coming in. So we want to be there for you. Who do you call? Your ACA representative. If you don't have one, I strongly encourage you to get one. I'll volunteer to be your representative. If you're in Florida, we got plenty of people in Florida that be more than willing to help you. In Texas, Georgia, I mean, we're all over the country, and we are a servant first organization. We don't accept first, we serve first. You know what I mean? That's what this company was built on, and as long as I'm here, that's the way we're going to continue to roll. So who do you call? After your doctor, you call your American Classic Agency financial professional, and they can help you, because we don't know what the illness may be. But since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, that's where our focus is this month. And I will have on my pink on Thursday, because I don't believe in asking anybody to do something I don't do myself. So I will have on my pink on Thursday, showing my support and prayers for those who've had to deal with breast cancer, or everybody knows somebody. And so we want to make sure that ACA does their part and make sure. And then at the end of the month, we're going to be dealing with domestic violence, because that is growing rampantly also. So we'll be wearing purple a few Thursdays of the month. So again, you know, ladies and gentlemen, men can have breast cancer too. You know, let's get checked, do your mammograms, and do early. I mean, you know, get this stuff checked out early, and just knowing what we can do, the best we can do to preventive maintenance as it relates to that. So that's all I got for you today. And again, my prayers and praying for safety of all the folks in Florida, and that we can get through this Hurricane Milton and come out and with everything we got in place, no damage to nobody, none of their materials, and but most importantly, that we're safe. We can always get more stuff. We can always get a new home. We can always get another car. We can always get new clothes, but we can't get ourselves back if we're not here anymore. So be cautious, and we're here for you if you need us. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next Tuesday, the 15th, and we will continue this topic of who do we call and how we can avoid some of this breast cancer stuff. All right? Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.